Any like last notes you want to leave with people? Anything that you think that we may have missed out on, or?
No, I feel like I don't want to keep being like sounding biased, but I just feel like you've helped us so much, and like I know there's lots of like trainers out there and lots of options on Google and that, but like I just feel that having the ability like to have our dog, like literally you guys be able to keep our dog for one thing, which I think is huge, and just changing our perspective and ability to have the dog and train the dog was just beyond, like there's no price I feel like that could have.
I should charge you more.
I know, I'm not gonna lie, like after like the first couple sessions, like after the first session you laughed and we're like, oh like, yeah, he's worth every penny, like yeah, like I don't have any regrets about like what we like gave like money. So, like because we had other trainers come and we paid that money. Like I don't know, you pay money, you want to see results, and like after having paid someone that they're like, oh, like well, keep working at it. I was like, no, I need results. I need this problem fixed. You didn't fix the problem. So it's I don't know, it's scary almost because you want to keep throwing money out for things that aren't going to fix the problem. So my I forget the wording, but my last thing just saying is just that I think I highly recommend Jesse. I think he's very professional, prompt, and well worth every penny because he fixed all our problems plus some. Like Remy now is training to be an off-leash dog in a park, which I was like, that's never gonna happen for us. Like he's just gonna be an indoor dog because he can't handle that. So I feel like you change my perspective in dog ownership, and if we ever got another dog, I feel like I now know the skills of how to do it, and if not, I'll call you.
And when I work with families, like it's not me coming, because I've had people tell me that their trainer took the dog away, worked with the dog away.
We were gonna do that, like send the dog away for our cousins did that, like they sent the dog away for a week or two. Like they went on vacation and they sent the dog away, and we were gonna do that. Like that seems easy. Like just pay a couple grand, and they'll fix the dog and come home. But I wouldn't do that. Like if you have the ability and time, I recommend this route because I understand now why I'm doing this and how to do it, and the communication I feel like is bad. I can't say it's better because I didn't do the other route, but I feel like it's there because Remy understands and we understand the full circle of it. Like if someone else did all the training, there wouldn't be that, I don't know, the practice in all those weeks of doing it ourselves.
Yes, because that's a big part of behavior. This is why I don't recommend boarding trains for behavior. Obedience is fine. Just got to be mindful because there's again a lot of stuff behind it. But everything doesn't transfer over because one person's working with the dog and they're a trainer. It's their career. It's what they do. Yeah. It's educating people on how everything works, why it works, how to read their dog better, how to understand things better, how to think like I think, so that you can, like you said, if we get a second dog, you have the skills, right? And then for whatever reason, if you can't get the dog to the level that we were when they were like with Remy, then you contact me again. I contact like, yeah, sure, let's like tweak those things. But I want to work with my clients and ideally not hear from them again. Yeah. Because that means I did my job. And
I have lots of questions. I'll always hear from
But of course, they always have my technical support. And it's not that I don't, because you guys are very funny. Like when we would have our sessions, like it was a lot of laughing, like jokes and stuff like that. But of course, it was a serious thing. They're recovering. Is because it means I educated to the extent that it's like, okay, they don't need me, and that's good. Yeah. So one person tells you 1 to 2 years, and of course, I think we got it done in 9 weeks.
I would say less than 9 weeks because by the time we got to 9 weeks, we were in the park doing like the last session or two was in park doing leash, long leash training, recall training in the park. So I feel like within the first 4 sessions, like the walking and the resource guarding were nipped in the bud, which was, and at minimum, I would say, like going into this, we went into this being like, all right, Jesse, like this is the core of our problem. Fix this. Like anything beyond that, like it's great. Like we don't need like a military dog. We don't need a perfectly behaved dog. We need a dog that we can live with and function with without having this fear and stress of not being safe with our daughter. So I feel like we got that plus a bunch more that we weren't even expecting to get behaviorally. I will say, not that it's a negative, but it did take commitment from us And like me,
Oh yeah.
like we did some of the work here too. Like,
Yes, yeah, you're like 99% of the work or the of what's behind it.
So it did, like, there were many moments where, like, we have we have a new daughter that, like, she's sleeping, we're tired, I don't want to get up and do the training, or he's, it is work, because there's lots of things in life, and it's raining and it's whatever, you don't want to do it. So if you're willing to put the time into doing it, then it's worth the money.
Yes.
I would say if I didn't put, and that's partly why I put the time in, I put the effort in, I put all the questions in, because I don't know, I needed to see the benefits of it, but I'd say you have to be willing to put the work into it.
Absolutely.
To see the results.
Yeah, I just come to educate. Even if how do you say, when we get the results, if the owners aren't following through with the homework, it doesn't stay or it doesn't transfer.
Yeah.
So don't think whenever you hire anybody, board and trainer like myself, other trainers like myself, or anyone else for that matter, if you don't put in the work, you're not going to get or keep the results. But then also, if you're working with someone that maybe says they specialize in this thing, and the approach that they're using doesn't work, you will know, because you're going to be reinforcing all this stuff, and it's like, we're not making any progress.
Yeah.
So that's just something to keep in mind. Christina, thank you so much for doing this. I think this will really help open people's eyes.
I hope it does, because it was a life changer for us. So,
All right, well that's it. Thank you for tuning in. And again, I'm Jesse with Canine Perspective, and this is
Christina.
Take care. All right, it's good stuff.
Yeah? Is that helpful?
Absolutely.